Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today for you guys, I have a cook with me video. I also did a cook with me how to make a ceviche. I will leave that one linked down below, if not somewhere here in the iCard. So go check out that video if you want to know and learn how I make my ceviche. It's a pretty good recipe and it is a fast and healthy dinner. So definitely check it out. But for today, I have a caldillo. It's a carne en su jugo, I guess you can call it. It has tomatoes, it has chile poblano, and it has a little bit of onion, and it has white rice, and it is kind of like a beef stew, but not really. My mom totally makes it a lot better than mine, but I really enjoyed making it and filming this for you guys. I also really enjoyed to eat it because it's just a good dish and it's pretty fast to make. It's a lot longer when you're filming, but it's a pretty fast dish once you learn how to make it. I always have to call my mom and make sure that I have everything ready for the recipe. But it's pretty easy and it's very affordable. I think this was under $50, if not 50, but it just depends how much you do of what. Honestly, I think it was under 50. So just know that it's a good meal and you can feed more than 4 people. So yeah. If you guys want to see how to make this dish, then I suggest you guys. Okay, so I am right now doing this part of what I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be doing un caldillo, which it is steak meat cut up with white rice and this with a little bit of onion, but you don't have to put the onion in here. I'll be showing you guys step by step, but I'll go into more depth of that when I do the sit down portion of this video. But I just wanted to show you that right now I'm asando los chiles. That's how we say it in Spanish. Now this is like the grilling part of the poblanos and regular tomato. I like to use a Roman tomato for this, but I unfortunately didn't have any. So I had to use tomatoes from the vine. So yeah, it's just what I like to call these tomatoes is apple tomatoes because they remind me of apples because of the shape, and then I don't know, they just remind me of tomatoes, of apples, sorry. And oh, baby. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Be leaving them there for another few minutes. Not gonna really do like a whole lot of time on here just because I still have to like peel them and then add them to the meat, but this is a step that you have to take. So yeah, pretty much all of them are done except this one here, so I might take everything out and leave the ones that need to be left a little bit longer. I don't really know this recipe by the T. I just kind of go off like what she tells me and what I saw her put in it. I did call her again this morning to ask her how to make it. So again, I'm just going off by what she told me. She just said that I needed this. She didn't give me a specific portions, so you're gonna have to kind of play it by ear. Okay, so the chiles are almost done. So they're gonna look somewhat like this. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and turn them off and leave them like this. Now, once I put them here in the bowl, I used to put them in a bag, but I'm just going to leave them in the bowl and put a bag over it. And what that helps to do is that when it comes time to peel, it makes it a lot easier. And that way they can let go of all the juice that they have inside of them, which will help this meal be done with all the juice and natural flavors of these vegetables or poblano, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'm going to be cooking now the meat part, but first I have to cut it. So once you take it all out of the package, now I left some in the package because I like to cut a first portion and then I like to cut more. Don't worry, these are clean napkins that I used to clean the water that fell when I cleaned the steak. So don't worry, everything's good. But yes, now it's just time to go ahead, season this up and cut it up, and then we get to put it into the pan where it's... Okay, so now I have the chiles resting in there. I have the poblanos and the tomatoes in there resting inside of a bag. Like I said, this will just help them for when we peel them and just to soltar el jugo que llevan. So it was just going to help them loosen up the juice that they have within the vegetables, if that makes sense. Okay, now I already cut up the meat and I already washed my hands. It's always important to wash your hands with hand soap. So always remember to have that, because raw meat and raw chicken, it's really important to wash your hands with the soap and making sure that you wash them good, because it is raw meat. So now I just have to add a little bit of seasoning to it, and then now we can go ahead and do the next step. And then after I'm done doing all of this, we're going to go ahead and start the rice. But I'll be using garlic salt. I'm also going to be using dash. And I'm also going to be using this one, which is called seasoned salt. So I'm just going to lightly put it all over, like that. Lightly all over the meat as well. Now the dash. And what I like about dash is that it gets areas that not all of this got and not all of this got, and it adds a little bit more seasoning and flavor to whatever you're cooking. I use this for meat, I use this for chicken, I use this for everything. So, and it is also salt free. Using 1 packet of this for the meat. Sazon Goya, I'm just going to go like this because it just helps it to all go to one side. So when I open it, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to drizzle this on top. And what this is going to do is it's not only going to give it flavor, but it's also going to give it a little bit of color. So I'm slowly going to throw this meat in there. A bit of oil. So I put a little bit of oil in there just so that the meat can start kind of soltando the juice, so it can just kind of start letting go of the juice that it has within. Okay, so the meat's already letting go of the juice that it has within. You can go ahead and move it as you would like, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of cover it up, not so much, just kind of leave a little bit of room for there. Now I'm gonna go ahead, and I already washed my potato, but I'm gonna go ahead and shave it off and cut it up. And then I'm going to cut an onion, not all of it, half of the onion, so that I can put it inside, and then we can go ahead and start peeling this. I'm peeling the potato, and I'm just going to cut it like that, and then I'm going to lay it flat. Now you can cut it again, or you can leave them like that. That's totally optional and up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it one more time, just because my son's going to be eating this, and it's just better for him not to choke on the potato, even though that they're going to like be soft. It's just better, less choking hazard. So if you're a mom and your kids are going to eat, I would suggest you chop it up a little bit more. But if your kids are a little bit older, maybe they can handle it and you don't have as much as a choking hazard as I do. So now I put the potato in there with me. Now I'm just going to mix it like so. And now the potato will start to kind of evaporate, if that makes sense, and it will leave juice, not juice, but like the water from the potato into the meat. So that will help the meat to be more soft, more like tender, and it already kind of like growed a little bit, or like ya se cocinó. So So you leave like this while you go ahead and cut up the onion and you start peeling the tomato and the poblano chile. Okay, so Brian was so kind enough, he just got home from work, to peel it for me. So I'm just going to cut it in half and then cut a third of the half of the onion and just go ahead and cut it like so. I'm not really good at cutting onions. My husband is. I'm not. I'm not really good at most things in the kitchen. A lot of people that eat my food say I cook really good, but I don't believe them. I feel like they're lying to me because they feel obligated to say so. So we'll just have to see what you guys think of this recipe. Okay, so there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and dump it in there. So I'm going to uncover it. This is how the chiles are supposed to look. Now I'm going to go ahead and peel them in the top of the sink. And then I'll show you the end result. But this is how the poblano chile looks. Now the chile should look now that it's fully peeled. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mush this with my hands inside of the meat. I don't have no one else to hold the camera, so unfortunately I won't be able to show that part. But just know that you have to take all of the little black stuff off. If not, it's going to taste a little funny. Okay, so now that you see it's I already mixed it, so it's just in there and it's boiling with the juices, the water that it naturally lets out. So you're just going to leave it in there while it boils for another 15 to 20 minutes. Now Brian is putting up my rice cooker because I cannot cook rice for shit. Rice, this is jasmine rice. Now I'm putting away the onion in a little plastic baggie. Okay, so the meat is completely done. I'm just gonna let it just chill on the stove top while the rice is cooking. But yeah, we're done. Okay, so I made agua fresca. I made this fresh water of lemonade and cucumber, de limonada y pepino. The rice is almost done. And yeah, this is the limonada with pepino, and it's so delicious, so delicious. I made it so that we can eat this yummy food. Oh, the rice is already done because it changed to warm and no longer cook. So, yeah. And then this is how the meat looks now that it has been resting. Now I'm going to go ahead and serve, and we eat it with this crema. It's crema centroamericana. It's a soft blend dairy spread, and it's from El Salvador de Central America. And I love this cheese, which is queso ranchero. It's queso fresco. It's part skim and milk cheese made with grade A milk. To serve Briancito's plate, this is his plate. It's a little bunny in this pastel blue type. So we're going to get the rice and we're going to put it in the bottom. Now Briancito loves rice, and here is his fork, and that's Briancito's plate. So we're going to get the rice that I made in the rice cooker. Just kidding, Brian, help me. Así vamos.
That's good.
Okay, now we're going to go over here to the meat. And I'm just going to put that on top of the rice. And there you go. Voila, that's all. Thank you for joining us on this cooking video with me. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little tip that when you're cooking, you should be cleaning your station area and washing your dishes, wiping down the counters, trying to clean the stove as much as you can. Sometimes when we use certain types of pots and pans, or like I did use the thing to asar el chile, to grill the chile, the poblano, those things can burn your stove's top. So after you're done cooking, you clean that, obviously, because you can't clean it while you're cooking. But you could be wiping it down and cleaning your areas. It just helps to maintain everything clean, and also So there's no cross contamination and all that good stuff. But I know that you guys know this. I just wanted to bring it up because I know that my stovetop here looks a little bit dirty. It's not dirty. It's just where I was cooking, and it gets a little bit burnt. Thank you guys for joining me in another video of me cooking. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If it was like that, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down in the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave any comments down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in another video.